Better late than never. Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. It is 2:26 a.m. Eastern time. And no, I'm not going to be on the line for long. But I did set up a live stream for just before midnight. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately for me, but unfortunately for the channel and the show, I was pulled away and I had to take a phone call. Believe me, I had to take this phone call. And therefore, it's almost 2:30 in the morning Eastern time. And I'm just going to set the stage for a big Wednesday night here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. What I wanted to do tonight, meaning Tuesday night, was go through viewer comments because I've recently seen just even more passion from you, even more insightful comments, and even a little bit more humor and a few digs at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. I know it's difficult to comprehend, but a few digs at the voice of college football. And certainly for those of you who contribute in the way that you compliment what we do, I appreciate that. That empowers me. It gives me inspiration. It pushes me ahead. So thank you so much for those of you that send your complimentary comments as well. All right, I will check the live chat. So if you're on here at 2:30 in the morning, shame on you. You should be sleeping or doing something more productive, like sleeping. All right. This is what I've got for you tonight, though. I wanted to let you know, first of all, that on Wednesday night, even though we completely botched it tonight in regards to what we were going to deliver in terms of viewer comments, I will get to those soon. I'm just going to open up a live stream and I'm going to respond to the live chat, of course, but I'm going to respond to viewer comments that I've received over the last several days, 17,000 plus since January 1st. All right. Wednesday night, first appearance ever for one Bobby Durkins. Bobby Durkins, if you have yet to catch him on YouTube, look up Bobby Durkins, huge Clemson fan, quite the character. We're going to have him here live at 7 o'clock Eastern time right here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. Bobby Durkins, Clemson. Then at 8 o'clock, we're talking Ohio State football with Steve Hellwagon from Bucknuts. All right, so those are our two guests on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Bobby Durkins, Clemson, and Steve Hellwagon talking Ohio State Buckeyes. I will also open it wide open for the a number of guests to chime in and call in and take the YouTube Live link and join the conversation. Also, we'll have the phone lines open. I know that you've got the number pasted next to your bedstand, up on your refrigerator. I know that it's also posted, I'm sure, right there on the treadmill as well. 860-325-3687. Just don't post it in the car. Don't want you making any unneeded phone calls from the car necessarily. 860-325-3687. I'd like to clarify something for everyone out there that feels as though maybe by calling into the call-in show that you're revealing your phone number. Let's make something extremely clear right here. My phone number is not 860-325-3687. That is a buffer number. So I do not see your phone number, just like you don't see my real phone number. You say 860-325-3687. That's the phone number given to me by Phone Burner. That's a fake number that takes each phone call, and that's the number that's displayed for each one of us, 860-325-3687. So I can't see your phone number, so don't worry about calling in based on that. Worry about the wrath of Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, if you make a dumb comment. Certainly worry about that. All right. We have a partnership with SG1 Sports, so please check out our conference channels there with SG1 Sports. The SEC in particular has been a rave success with just about 2,000 subscribers already. Chris doing a fine job with SG1 Sports to build up the channel there. So again, all Power 5 conference channels represented that you will see with probably some new branding here soon. But right now they read, for example, Big 12, SG1 Sports, Mark Rogers TV. And so check those out. Chris has some great content lined up for you right there. Also, keep in mind that if you love Miami, if you love USC or Ohio State, that I have team channels representing those fine schools, Ohio State, Miami, and USC. Please subscribe right there. And further down the road, you're going to see some exclusive content to those channels in particular. So please lock it in there. And of course, right here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, if you have yet to subscribe here, please do. The Amazon links are in the description section of all the videos. Please use the Amazon links. And what you'll be able to do there is you're contributing to Mark Rogers TV, and it doesn't cost you a penny. So just do your regular Amazon shopping using the Amazon links in the description section of the videos. And Amazon gives us a huge, enormous cut, as you can imagine. Yes, they're just fractions of pennies, but we will take them, and it helps build the channel. I'm shopping for a camera and a mic as we speak. Not necessarily as we speak, because I couldn't do two things at the same time. I will get to the live chat in just a second. Want to let you know, again, as a reminder, we are starting our Patreon live streams the first week of April. First week of April, a Patreon live stream. So please check us out there. You can contribute at Patreon. It's just a minimal cost. Consider all that we bring here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. Name me anyone else who delivers the kind of content at the pace, quantity, and of course, more importantly, the quality of content with the guests that we have on. And of course, what you're really here for is the analysis from me. Okay, the newsletter comes out periodically. The Voice of College Football. Please sign up for the newsletter by sending your email to mine. If you send your email to mine at MarkRogersTV at Gmail, then I will get you the newsletter when we get back up and running with the newsletter. We delivered it every week of the college football season, all 15 weeks. And we've taken a bit of a break after releasing a number of postseason editions as well. The audio, obviously you're watching on video. That's probably what you prefer. But if there's anyone that you know, family, friends, social media acquaintances who prefer the audio, we're on Google Play, Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify. Did I say Stitcher? iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and Podbean. And you can catch us right there. We've got the Super Chat going right now, so please contribute to the channel as well. The Super Chat. Content recently featuring Ohio State, USC, Texas, Florida, Florida State, Miami, TCU. What you're going to see and have already seen, but I'm going to deliver over the next several weeks are going to be quarterback battles. Quarterback battles featured on our videos. I've already featured Justin Fields versus Matthew Baldwin at Ohio State, and don't laugh, quarterback battle. The quarterback battle at TCU, USC, Miami. We've already featured those. Many more to come. And also NFL draft previews on TCU, Ohio State, and USC thus far, with Miami coming. And also, as a rare treat, my buddy Rick Saratella from the NFL Draft Bible joins me on Thursday, and I'll release those videos. And Rick is a virtual, let me see if I can come up with an analogy. I'd say he's virtually a Bible, like the NFL Draft Bible of knowledge. The gospel truth when it comes to the NFL Draft with Rick Saratella joining me on Thursday. I'll release those videos the next few days after that on the NFL Draft. Somebody asked me the other day, Mark, do you focus on the NFL Draft? If you check out the previous year's videos, just go to my channel, front page of my channel, and search NFL Draft, and you will see hundreds of NFL Draft videos over the last 5 or 6 years. Hundreds. Again, Wednesday lineup, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Bobby Durkins talking Clemson. Bobby Durkins, his debut at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, and Steve Hellwagon, a bit of an old timer. here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. We love our conversations with Steve. He brings unique perspective as a longtime journalist in covering Ohio State and the Big Ten. All right, Rick Saratella on Thursday. We've got Claire Crawford coming by on Friday to talk Ohio State football as well. All right. Patreon, folks. Patreon will be the place to be for exclusive content starting the first week of April. All right. I wanted to get to viewer comments tonight. I will do that another night, maybe Friday, maybe after the two guests tomorrow night. We'll see what we run into on Wednesday night. But 7 o'clock Eastern time, you can't go wrong if you join us Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, and we're going to be on pretty much all night after that. And if I'm not bringing much energy right now, I've been up since 9 o'clock this morning, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. But all is well because I don't get tired. Doesn't happen. All right, let's see who's on the line. If anyone, I will answer anything on the live chat, and then we're going to prepare ourselves for a big Wednesday night. You would like me to get my sleep tonight, of course, because I've got to be up bright and early at 7:30 a.m. to work all day and then show up for you at 7 o'clock Eastern time. William wants to see a Bama helmet. So also, William, you have reminded me, well done, William, that we have a helmet contest ongoing. So many of you, at last count, 32 of you did not listen. I appreciate you reading and responding, but you did not read it in totality. That I left the notification in the community section on the channel that I was having a helmet vote from March 15th through April 15th. And the two teams with the most votes would receive helmets on display on the set. I also listed all the teams that we already have. So don't vote for them because I'm not going to double up on anybody until I have all 130. So don't vote for anyone that's already up there. And I didn't expect you to know who we have up there. So I listed the 16 helmets that we have, but I still had people doubling up. Plus, I said, do not vote here. Please comment to any of the videos and I'll pick it up because there's a setting where I just look at all the comments and I will go through and I'll see the various votes and I'll count them up from March 15th all the way through April 15th. So leave your votes in the comment section of any of the videos. I've received votes on Iowa, Penn State, Oregon State, Georgia, a bunch of other ones. So William wants to see the Alabama helmet. All right. We can't replace Clemson with Alabama. That would not make much sense, would it? Okay. That's what it is for right now. That means nothing. You know what? We're going to put the alma mater right there. Or we could just do this. We could just knock them all out with Ole Miss. There's a story behind why I just have one large helmet, and that's Ole Miss. So for the one time that I talked to Ole Miss football this year, the one video that I did with the Rebel Walk, we knocked out all the helmets in place of this Ole Miss helmet. Archie Manning would be proud of us. All right. Yeah, Ramon, good to see you. What's good? All is good right now. Yes, Amazon, please. So the deal is, many of you shop at Amazon. As I understand, it's a pretty successful business. That's what I'm hearing through the grapevine. I know that's not really out on the street, but Amazon, they're doing all right. They have a chance. So many of you do shop at Amazon, and if you do, just grab the link. It's not going to cost you a penny more but there will be pennies filtered to Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. So I would appreciate that. So I Kill is letting us know and reminding us of that. Atheist for the Cause. Hey, how you doing? I think it's been a while since we've seen you. Good to see you. I Kill. I believe this is the first time I've ever seen your handle at the Voice of College Football. So welcome to Mark Rogers TV, the Voice of College Football. It's great to have you. Who else? Athletic Dasshole. Need rest for Bobby Durkins, probably. Or I'll just sit here and let Bobby take it away. All right. William, yes. We clean things up. We've got Shankopotamus. Is that a Black Knight helmet? No, that is Kent State, the alma mater. Do you mean up here? So, Notre Dame, Ohio State, in which Cheryl requested Buckeye decals. Okay, so when I purchased that helmet, it came with 3. So I thought that was going to look bad because Ohio State fans like to see the helmet just covered with decals. And then we've got Washington. We also have Tennessee, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Ole Miss. We have Oklahoma in back with Texas, Alabama, Kent State. Kent State, of course, was a must. And Miami, Florida, LSU, Florida State, Clemson, and USC. How do you guys think I could possibly gather this information? I would like to run some kind of a poll in which I would be able to gather a vote of everyone who watches on a regular basis and have them let me know what team they root for, number 1. Number 2, what teams do they want to see videos of? So let's say you're a USC fan and you only want to see USC. That's all you want to see. So that would be your vote, USC. But let's say you're a USC fan and you want to see UCLA videos too, or you want to see the entire Pac-12. Then you would let me know that, and I could get a better read on what I should be supplying. All right. I Kill. We appreciate that. We appreciate that so much. All right, folks. This was just a quick run through, basically, because unfortunately, if you received the notification for midnight, I unfortunately had to take a phone call. Again, it was not a bad thing. It was a good thing. So it was not an emergency, but it was a urgent personal phone call that I needed to take. So I apologize for that because I really wanted to run through viewer comments. I was looking forward to that. I have seen some very interesting ones, whether insightful, idiotic, amusing, or supportive. Those are pretty much the categories. And I wanted to run through those. I like top 25 in the hunt. I root for Boise State, but I love college football overall. Shankopotamus, we apologize for not covering much Boise State. I think you understand and realize you guys are pretty supportive and understanding that I'm one guy. So I try to cover the nation. I would love to sit here and talk Boise State football for an hour once a week. If I could do that with every team, if there was enough time and it was feasible, I would do that. I would talk Boise State offensive line for 10 or 15 minutes. I would love it. I love personnel breakdowns in college football. I want to know everything, but I've got to focus on the Power 5. It just makes sense. It's first and foremost where my heart is, what I watched growing up, what I still watch first and foremost. But I love a good Group of 5 game on a Thursday or Friday night. Houston, Navy, Boise State, Utah State, love those games. And if the Pac-12 offering late Saturday night is not a decent one, then I will definitely opt for a top-level Mountain West Conference game. But I'm watching Power 5 all day Saturday and on Thursday night. And if there's a good Friday night Power 5 game, that's where I'm headed. But I love the Group of 5, but I'm one guy, so I can only cover so much. So I've been light on Boise State. Usually catch them around bowl season. I think I did a preview and a championship game review against Fresno State this past year, and then a bowl preview against BC. And of course, the bowl game was wiped out. I do appreciate the group of five. It's tremendous football. If you were with me as far back as last August, what I have done 4 of the last 5 years is I have attended, as a member of the media, I've attended the American Conference Media Days and interviewed all the coaches in the American Conference and some of the star players. And that was a good time and always is. So I expect to once again receive credentials for the American Conference Media Days. And who knows, maybe I'll be headed somewhere else to the SEC or the ACC or the Big Ten or somewhere else. We'll see how that plays out. All right, everyone. I appreciate so much that we've got a few people on the line here at 3:00 in the morning. I will be back at 7:00 Eastern time on Wednesday night. I hope you can make it for Bobby Durkins talking Clemson, also Steve Hellwagon for Ohio State from 247 Sports Bucknuts. And I'm going to leave the lines open, not just for your phone calls, but for guests, contributors, bloggers, broadcasters, and writers to come on and talk college football. And I'm going to be running through, whether it's tomorrow night or sometime this week, I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to run through comments and I'm just going to answer them one after another, after another, after another. We've had so many people subscribe just in the last few days. My last count was about 175 since last, just here in the last 6 days, about 175 to 80 added subscribers. So thank you so much for your contribution. We're building something big. We're building a giant of college football talk here, and we appreciate it. And we appreciate your response because I try to do it better than anyone. I don't always hit the mark, but we're invested, and we deliver for the smart fan, and that's you. It's hardcore college football talk all the time when other people are talking baseball or the NFL are talking. For as much as I love the NFL and people are talking March Madness right now, we're still locked into college football all the time. So appreciate you staying close here during the middle of March Madness. And I enjoy and appreciate March Madness as much as a lot of people. But our endeavor here is to deliver college football content as well as anyone. And we always love your suggestions for content and your requests. I appreciate your passion as well. Thank you so much for taking part in the late night live stream. And again, I better get some sleep. We'll be back solid at 7:30 Eastern time. And who knows how late we'll go tomorrow night, at least 2 hours or so, if not longer than that, depending on how long you keep me going with the phone calls. And we've got so much planned for the next several weeks. I will have schedule rankings coming out soon. Please check out my rankings of the various coaches within each Power 5 conference, but schedule rankings are coming. And as an added bonus, this year, I always do schedule rankings. I rank the schedules in the Power 5, 68 all the way up to number 1. But this year, I'm also going to project everyone's record. So we'll deliver that soon and get that series started. It's going to be a long one, 68 videos. Right here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. We'll see you Wednesday night at 7:00 Eastern time. Remember, Amazon, Patreon, and the audio podcast at Google Play, Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and iTunes. We'll see you soon. That's Wednesday night.